Hello everyone, my name is Damnator and welcome to my Ancient Only account, on which I am permitted to use only heroes from the Ancient Summoning Pool. In the last video, we left out right at the start of a fusion. Since we have an opportunity to summon a Lord Hero, which we can use, I am going to focus on the fusion before storyline. Coming into this fusion, we gotta acknowledge that there is little to no chance of getting any shots from the summoning events, because I am only allowed to use Ancients for summoning. The other events which are going to be pretty difficult for me to complete are Tales of a Smith. I would receive very few points for the upgrading purple and blue gear, and even though I could level them up to 4th and sell, it would consume a lot of my limited game time. So if I manage to win 2 tournaments, the 3rd place, I'll gladly skip the gear enhancement events. The arena and hero training events aren't difficult at all, so no issues here. Only a lot of energy pots and AFK clicking autoplay. The gear rates this fusion requires are the following: Gear Rate 2, Gear Rate 3, Artifact Material Rate, in that order. The tournament of Gear Rate 2 was already underway, so I had to rush and progress to the best of my abilities. So, here we go. This is heroes I'm gonna be using. Also, I'm gonna be pushing stage 10, which is first stage where you start getting ancient legendary pieces and some mythic pieces. I will be starting off with blocking with Decimus. Then I'm gonna quickly put on a Torador, who is the only 6-star I have on the account. Well, he kinda deserved it because he's a legendary lord. Obviously, I'm gonna level him up first. Here I was during my progression phase, so I was trying my best to optimize the placement of a healer. I opted in for 3 healers in this strategy because my healers were getting massacred by the earthquake. Huge shout out to the blue healer, who I don't know his name, but he's the only male healer in my group. He is able to heal 2 targets at the same time constantly, which is himself and someone else. Very good ability to have. So here I go try blocking as much damage as possible with Decimus, trying to utilize his passive as much as I can, so that he can soak up the damage while he's at no health, putting up Borwood just to soak up damage. Unfortunately, my Voltus died, so I have to use a secondary mage who hopefully isn't gonna die, or at least isn't gonna die fast. He's barely holding off right there, so I'm panicking, I'm putting everything I can. I've put on Inspiration Fighter, this Orc fighter, I don't know his name, but he has Inspiration on his ultimate, and he would help out all 3 units with Inspiration, and also whacking some enemies. You see me trying desperately to put it down, to proc it, everyone gets more attack damage, and now we're almost at the finish line, just have to kill the Earthshake dude. Removing all the unnecessary units, so my healers can focus on Torador and themselves. And that was it for dealing with Gear Rate 2 stage 10. I've gotten a very good piece here actually, like a first mythic piece. This one went straight to bin. After securing my victory and my first mythic piece, which promptly was sold, I've set up auto battles for around 250 battles, as I needed to complete Brave Conquest for sweet ancient shards. After getting a hold of them, I instantly popped them and got an A1 Borwood, yay, alongside Raiden. Hell yeah, this fella is gonna be a main DPS in Gear Rate 1, which sadly is not required for the fusion, but it's still gonna be an awesome thing to do. Our next target is going to be Gear Rate 3, so let's get on top of it. Okay, so we start with a Rage Regen unit, and then we're gonna put Elokas to the right and our newest rare Amahle to the left. And the reason I put Elokas to the right is because he just doesn't deal enough DPS in the middle. I don't know if it's a gear issue or skill issue. Regardless, Amahle is just very good single target DPS, but that's pretty much it. And I need to have sufficient DPS on the sides while having AoE cleave type units in the middle. Also, the reason I put Rage Regen unit first is because I want him to be targeted by the boss. The boss targets the first unit you place in this stage, so you gotta make sure that unit is in the range of a healer. I set up 2 mages behind my marksman so they can pick up any stray units which happen to bypass my marksman. Obviously, we're using ultimates when needed, deal damage, and yeah, hope for the best. I'm gonna wait with my Nightmare guy and ult when the boss is below 40% HP, so he can deal the most damage he can per his ultimate. And now that the boss is about to go down, for some reason I don't know, I put down Torodor to increase the attack speed of my mage. Honestly, I just wanted to put Torodor because, lord. And that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, I was not able to pass the gear rate stage 9 because my marksman is just not good enough and I was lacking gear. Because I can farm mythic pieces from Gear Rate 2, there is no reason to waste energy more than needed to get Gear Rate 3 tournament shards. So I just cleared as much as I could, and then I was thinking what to do next, since I still needed to complete Brave Conquest for the Ancients. So it happened to me that when I was gearing up my characters for progression, that I may have accidentally cleansed my left side gear. Because I was, well, unlocked mythic gear, yellow gear. Surely I can just get rid of all purple and blues, right? Yeah, but my left side pieces were literally only blue and purples. So I guess we're farming Gear Rate 1 and progressing there. So wanting to use my new shiny toy called Raiden, I've quickly leveled up, promoted my newly pulled Raiden, and I've put him as a lord. Damn, now we're gonna wreck. As well, I've put down some cost generation unit which I newly acquired. It's a blue, it's a lizard. I don't remember the names of the blues, seriously. Regardless, he's a red skin lizard man fighter, and he's gonna be getting so much cost for me. You just wait. We're gonna be using our lizard man here, place him first, next Raiden in the middle, next we set up Voltus, and they both are dealing damage to these small lizards. Also we put down a healer since mages are starting to take damage, and it doesn't look great. Yeah, like I'm barely doing any damage, but trust me, the damage is working somewhere. So we've put down our inspiration unit, and it's still not looking good. It's almost like we're dealing no damage. But hey, it's only a first wall. We're gonna put down the Torodor soon. Hopefully it's gonna be enough to hold the line. We got another inspiration going. Pop off the ultimates and we hold the line. Hopefully. It still doesn't look good. There's more units incoming. And honestly, I was not sure I was going to win this. So here it's just basically me popping every single ultimate I can. Everyone's doing their best. The wall has very little HP left, but there are less and less units attacking it. So thankfully we are able to get through this, just barely. Like you can barely see the wall there. But this is the reason why I was not able to beat stage 13, obviously. Because I was just gonna get murdered there. And as you can see, Torodor, who was placed last, dealt double the damage of Raiden's. I guess I had no idea that Torodor is such a crazy AoE damage dealer. Who would have thought? Well, definitely not me. Yeah, who needs mages? Unfortunately, even after I promoted and ascended to the 3rd Ascension Raiden by using the Tide Ascension crystals, I still lacked damage to clear it. At least Raiden was dealing more damage than Torodor, that's for sure. But it seems like the enemies get hella a lot of armor, so Torodor was not able to carry me as hard as he did on a stage before. So, well, stage had to do, especially since I basically had no left side gear left. So I've put down some energy into it and started rolling in 2 more Ancients from the Brave Conquest. Also, it happened to be that the new Dragon Pass has started, so we snatched 1 more Ancient out of that, and we popped them immediately. Unfortunately, no epic, so we got an A1 Camille, a Nero, which is a nice rare cultist lord, and some random warrior orc. No epics, but hey, I don't hate my luck on this account yet. During my extravaganza and rushing to get the stuff done, I've noticed that by summoning Raiden, I've managed to accidentally snatch just enough points to get 5 shots from the tournament. Also, because I was pushing for content progression, I've leveled and promoted a hell of a lot of units, so I managed to take first place in that tournament. Yay! And even though I've put down like over 250 battles into Gear 8 2, I only managed to get a 3rd place. I guess the bracket was just difficult. All in all, it totals to about 65 shots out of 75 needed. Needless to say, with upcoming Arena, Artifact Material Raid, another Brave Conquest, it's safe to say that we have this fusion in a bag. In the next episode, I will be trying to unlock AMR for my account because it still is not unlocked, and try to get some artifacts for the tournament. And also more Ancients from the Brave Conquest. Oh, that's so nice to have Ancients from Brave Conquest now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and if you have any suggestions or recommendations, please leave them in the comments section below. I will definitely read them when I get some free time. Have a nice day, and goodbye.